What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I am back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Alright, picking up a little bit after where we left off last time. I crushed that all thrall battle. It was very easy. And then I came down here, and there was a huge battle with a ton of thralls, like 16 of them, that were trying to walk by. So I just killed them too. And now I'm sitting here in Tonderstead. I figured, you know, we got a Barbarian King to slay. The last thing we want to do is hang around and kill thralls. Or at least you might not want to watch that. Or maybe you do. I mean, I slaughtered them. So it wasn't a very interesting tactical fight. But it did get done. So I think I had leveled up Gustav here. Basically just pumped his range skill. And I think I finally gave him his bow mastery. So he's going to be a little bit more effective. But I waited to level up Jacob here. Because we've got a bit of a divergent path here that we could take. There's a couple different options in terms of perks that we could go with. So I'm leaning towards this 4 here. Very happy to see a 5. I haven't gotten lucky and gotten very many 5s yet. And a 4 in melee defense is really tough to pass up. It's a natural 4. So he has no shields, is basically what I mean by that. That's crazy. We're going to go for that. So, Jacob, interestingly enough, I gave him Battle Forge. I kind of regret that. I wish I had gone for Dodge plus Nimble. He would have been an amazing Dodge Nimble bro. I don't know what I was thinking when I gave him Battle Forge. I was perhaps thinking that he would be a primary Polar Master, perhaps, but I don't know why I was thinking that. That was just me being wrong, honestly. Yeah, I like to keep my archers light. Keep their initiative high, let them go first, but he's going to end up being quite heavy. So keeping that in mind, we still have a perk to use, and then we're going to get 2 perks for next level. So we need to plan this out a little bit. Because I went heavy armor, Battle Forged, is what that means, Overwhelm becomes much less attractive. Although Overwhelm is one of the most effective things about archers. It lowers melee and range skill by 10% for every time you shoot at them. So, and sometimes you can shoot at the same character twice. You know, that's minus 20%. It's a lot. And against certain types of enemies, kind of like big boss type guys, it's incredibly effective. Other than that, what I'm looking for now are more utilitarian abilities, things that are always going to be good against any type of enemy. I'm looking at Killing Frenzy, so getting a kill, which synergizes with Berserk. I get another action, my 3rd shot potentially, giving me 25% bonus damage, or even my 2nd shot, or what have you. It's a lot of damage, and I'm leaning towards Killing Frenzy right now. Another good option could be Fast Adaptation. But when your range skill is as high as Jacob's is, and it's much higher than this, it's just he's got this injury, pierced hand, lowering his range skill. You don't need Fast Adaptation as much, because you're not going to be missing very many attacks. There's a few other things we could consider. Headhunter, not so much. I mean, you could use Headhunter, I suppose. Footwork to try and keep yourself safe, but that's sort of what we're doing with rotation. I think footwork plus rotation is a bit redundant. What else could we consider? Bullseye. The penalty to hit chance when shooting at a target you have no clear line of fire to is reduced from 75% to 50%. Yeah. I think you need to lower that a bit more for me to want to take that. But anyway, guys, I think I'm just going to go ahead. I think it's kind of easy right now just to grab Killing Frenzy. It's just a pure damage upgrade. Archers are very likely to get kills. I came in here and I sold a bunch of my junk. Yeah, I sold a lot of stuff. I made a good bit of money because the prices here are awesome. So if we can hang out here, maybe pick up some stuff from a couple fights on the way and sell it here, this would be the thing to do. It's a good place to make money. And they've got lots of contracts for us. But anyway, so bought a ton of tools. We're swimming in tools now. And we are going to roll down here. I got an event or like a little message basically telling me that the Barbarian King was somewhere to the west in Bear Scrub. No idea where he is. He could be, I think he could even be as high as up here. And I think it's more likely he's probably in the northerly parts. We'll have to see. Let's go to Wolfenfest first and see what's up. Can we get there before nighttime? No. Barely. Dang it. Okay. I mean, there's really nothing we need there. There's no point. So let's keep... They're in the tundra west from you near Leaderstead. Interesting. Let's go up here. I imagine they're about here somewhere. Okay, let's take this abandoned shelter fight. It's basically a free fight. We can't wander around this long without taking fights. Okay. I don't like fighting in these conditions. Weird high ground fights. It basically just makes these battles take forever. And I've already got this, like, double, you know, wait turn thing going. Which is really great when you have adrenaline. I think if you're playing this game on a high level, you probably need to have that setting turned on. There we go. And if we want, we could probably just let Ozymandias get all the kills. Alright. I don't even want... Let's just cut him up. I don't know. He doesn't have Lone Wolf, though. He's not quite far enough away. I'm playing super loose. I don't even think I reloaded there. That was mostly on accident. Let's just get through this fight. Come on, zombies. Come to the meat grinder. So this is probably a good opportunity to talk about some stuff. So, I was thinking about the last time we got DLC and how long it took from the moment of announcement to when it was actually released. And I think it was something like... Yeah, we'll just reload here. Something like maybe 2 months. So I think we should expect at least 2 months for Blazing Deserts to come out. And I've been playing a lot of Battle Brothers recently, which I love to do, so don't get me wrong. But there's going to be a point where, before it comes out, I think I'm going to take a small Battle Brothers break in order for my... just to let my brain, like, adjust, to reset. You know, if you play a game for too long and you play it too much, you get a high probability of burning out. And I don't want to burn out on Battle Brothers, especially not before a really good DLC comes out. So, we're doing this Lone Wolf run. I might go pretty damn far with it. And I'm getting kind of tired of waiting for these zombies to get to me. They're having a hard time crossing this distance. I might just charge them and start chopping them up. They can't really hurt me. The reason I was hanging back is because I want to be in great shape for whenever we face the Barbarian King. And if he's right around the corner, I want to be able to go into that fight without having to rest. Is my thought process. If you're wondering why I'm just not running into them and hitting them, I'm giving them a bit more respect in order to preserve my my armor's durability mostly. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so just anticipate there being a small lull in Battle Brothers activity right before the new DLC drops. I'll still be making videos on the news. I'll still be, you know, engaged with Battle Brothers, but I will try almost certainly to give myself a little bit of a break. And then I'll be there right on the first day that it comes out, for sure. Eager to see what kind of company origins they've created. I think it's a pretty fair speculation to guess that they have some sort of Crusader origin, and perhaps some sort of, like, counter Crusader origin, where you're, like, trying to expel these infidels from your lands type of situation. That could be pretty sweet as well. So I'll try and let you guys, I guess I could call y'all a community. There's not a ton of us, but a couple hundred is probably a community. I would say so. There's probably towns across America that are less than 300 people. But I'll let you guys decide which ones we do. I'll have my own opinions, of course. Of course. But if, you know, 20 people want one thing and then one person wants the other, I'll happily go with the 20 people. Damn. Every time we miss a 95% chance, and we miss them quite often, it makes me feel like true random is not a thing in this game. Or true... The dice roll is not actually a real dice roll. It's some sort of augmented version. Because I think I miss 95% chance shots a disproportionately large number of times. It'd be interesting to have the actual, like, data behind that to see if I'm right or wrong. I think I'm right, though. Which is what everyone says that has ever lived. I think I'm right. But yeah, as we said, playing this super safe, it's working out. Would really love to get Berserk on all of our backliners. Not being able to take an extra action after a crossbow kill feels pretty bad. Go for that and then that. Alright, that let us kill everybody. And now it's just one dude left in a sackcloth. And hopefully he steps up. Gotta expect some resurrections here. Okay, and we'll step up with Ozymandias and get that kill. Gonna have to wait one more turn. If I hadn't stepped in, I probably could have shot this dude to death. Now I just have to wait. It's all good. I'm wasting a lot of ammo on these. Very easy to kill guys. We just missed another 95% chance, guys. That's 2 in a row. What are the odds of that? Feels pretty unrealistic to me. I'm not complaining. Don't think I'm complaining. I'm just saying that you gotta understand it. If it's not truly random. So when I see that I have multiple 95% chances, I think to myself, that's nearly a sure thing. Like, that's incredibly close to a sure thing. And then when I miss them, I can't help but think to myself, like, I need to take this into consideration next time I plan a move like this. I need to understand that this 95% might be based on other factors, and I might not get the result that statistically I feel like I should. So it forces me to play around something that I honestly can't even really play around. Because I don't know what the actual answer to that question is. So it's a good thing to know, but I just don't know if there's any way for me to know. Maybe any of you guys that spend a lot of time maybe on the Reddit or kind of digging into those types of numbers would be able to tell me. Let's look at the perks first before I do anything. Crossbowman, he's definitely going to get Battle Forged. Oh, actually, we were building him as another Dodger. Okay, so he's going to get Nimble. But we've got to make sure we continue to take that. And oh man, I hate to take a 2 here, but we will. 6 and Initiative is too good to pass, I think, whenever you're going for Nimble. So, let me just very briefly explain how this works. Gain 50% of the character's current initiative as a bonus to melee and ranged defense. So, his initiative is very high. He's got 3 stars in that, which is what initially made me want to make him a dodge nimble character. And if you're going to go for dodge, that means that in order to keep your initiative high, you need to not wear heavy armor. You start putting on, Sellsword's armor, which is a decent, mid-late game armor. Your initiative is going to drop drastically. You'll look like Ozymandias here with his 10. That's from Paranoid, but you know what I'm saying. And if you keep it high, the benefits are here in both dodge and nimble. So specialize in light armor. By nimbly dodging or deflecting blows, convert any hits to glancing hits. Hit point damage taken is reduced by up to 60%, which also pairs very well with Colossus, giving us more HP and lowering our chance to be injured. But lowered exponentially by the total penalty to maximum fatigue from body and head armor above 15. So the lighter your armor and helmet, the more you benefit. Brawny does not affect this perk, if that makes sense, but Brawny is still good to take because you will be carrying weapons and things, so it will help. Actually, no, brawny is only from wearing armor and helmet. So it's a little less effective. That I don't know why I was thinking right there that it would help with the weapons. But no, it helps with your overall fatigue, which in turn just brings your fatigue down and lets you carry heavier weapons. That's more of what I was thinking. But does not affect damage from mental attacks or status effects, but can help avoid receiving them. So now he's got this locked in. For him, light armor. These are both under 15. We can find something really good for Charles, and I'm going to try to. He's going to be a special character for us. He is our chaplain. He is our standard bearer. So we're going to do our best to make sure he doesn't suck. And it's weird for me, my crossbowmen and my builds are usually heavily armored polemen, or billmen rather, and my archers are almost always nimble, because it's just such a good combo. Alright, let's go over to Leaderstead and see if we can't find something. More goblins. I kind of want to go up on this mountain and see if we can't find somebody. We can't. There he is. Okay. Yeah, as long as he doesn't have a bunch of chosen, we should be fine. And he's headed right towards me. Do I want to fight him at night? Not really. I do kind of want to fight him in the forest, though. If he'll let me. Yeah. You know what? Let's just hit him. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh, we gotta do this. Okay. So I didn't expect this would happen, because I'm pretty sure that when you get the Barbarian King quest, you get one of two types of Barbarian Kings. You get the guy who's running around murdering everybody, or you're getting the one who wants to join forces to kill the undead. I'm pretty sure I've seen them be very different in terms of the messages you get before you catch him. I think what may have happened, and this is just me speculating, is that whenever I loaded in my free time and did those two battles and then, got off, I think it may have kind of like reset the messages. I think I got some of the messages in like one save and then didn't get them in another. Because when I was playing earlier, it told me that I could find him in that area kind of south of here. And this time it was telling me to find him near Leaderstad, which I recognized as I started kind of to describe what we were doing. So I think he kind of got reset into a good guy barbarian, which I love this particular version of this. Also, guys, it's going to give us a sick helmet. So let's do this. I never get tired of reading this, so let me clear my throat. You find the Barbarian King, but a parley is made. The Barbarian King and an elder step across the field to meet you personally. Against better judgment, you go out to see them. The Barbarian King speaks and the elder translates. We are not here to conquer, but to defeat the great untoward. Suspecting a loss of translation, you ask them to explain. The king and elder continue. Death has left this land, and in its absence a man slain becomes lost between worlds and will rise again. A horde of untoward, the undead, are on the march. We are not here for you or your nobles. If you help us destroy them, we will depart the land and trouble your people no more. Only the untoward. Osbit Thick Snack leans in and whispers. We could join them, sure, but we could also just go ahead and attack them now. They're clearly not at full strength, and whatever they say here, the fact is they've been ravaging the lands anyway, because they're primitive savages, sir, and raping and pillaging is just what they got in their blood. Pretty racist, Osbit, I gotta say. So we'll attack them and rid the north of the so-called king. I like to join them, just because it feels badass. So you nod toward the elder. Alright, we'll work with you to see to this greater threat. The elder smiles and rubs his thumbs together and speaks a few phrases in his native tongue. The Barbarian King slams his chest with his fist and then slugs you in the shoulder with it, before arcing the hand across the sky. Laughing, the elder explains, So we fight together, but if we shall fall, he will not fight with you as an undead. If slain, the king shall find death himself and bring his scythe upon his own neck. Prepare to march. So now, this is kind of the negative about this, is that you have to kind of roll with these guys to go and fight the undead, and they can take you on a bit of a wild goose chase. So right now, I don't know why he walked that way just to walk back the other way. That's pretty annoying. Thankfully, though, we have food. I don't know if he's paying for our food right now or giving us provisions, as if it was like an escort mission. Keep an eye on the provisions. I'm very curious. But here are the untoward. I didn't see it go down. I was kind of excited when he started going back up north because he was bringing us back towards our destination, our point of origin for our contract. The savages were not lying. The ancients have put forth an army. It is a warband of decayed faces and rusted armor, a host of groaning, moaning monsters upon which light falls and instantly seeps away. It is surely an army of darkness. Were you or the barbarians to fight it alone, you would surely lose, but together you may have a chance yet. Prepare for battle. This is a very small... Oh. Okay. I was about to say, this is a very small and weak group. I saw only like 11, I think. They're all honor guards and a necrosavant. We can handle a necrosavant easily. It's just a matter of how well will the AI handle its units. I'm kind of hoping they just all take their throwing weapons out and go to town. Ancient Honor Guard, guys. They've got some weapons. They've got some armor and helmets that we could use. They're just going to be very heavy. And the odds of us getting them are pretty low. We might get 1 or 2. But we need to be careful. All of these like scythes and polearms, Rumphias and war sights, those are all incredibly dangerous. Damn. I hate to miss any of this stuff. Because me hitting is going to be crucial to whether or not we survive. This is an epic battle. See how little damage that does? So here's the Barbarian King. No doubt a tough SOB. Not going to take that from him. I'm going to leave some of my melee fighters back intentionally. I could jump them in front. I'm going to leave them back because I am worried about this Necrosavant. They all have Battle Forge. That's what makes them so tough. And they're going to start slaughtering these dudes. Yeah. Jesus. That is a big weapon, y'all. Ozymandias needs to get in there and start doing some damage. The Thralls are going to die, and it's just going to be us and the Reavers. So we're going to focus on the center. Because that's what's threatening me right now. I would love to get rid of this Ancient Honor Guard with the Greatsword. Okay, interesting. Good, get buffed. Alright, what can we do? Pretty scary stuff here. We still have a few attacks left. Alright. It's... we still don't have quick hands on him? No, we don't. Okay, we need to get that. Pretty much ASAP. Come in here and go for some line shots. That feels good. We can switch here. We need to get our bill hooks. We need to get our pole arms out. I'm going to stay here. These little triangles are probably our best bet of being defensive. Barney can switch. Step here. The Thralls aren't going to do anything. Except probably get in my way. They're going to absorb a lot of damage. Hopefully. I think the AI is going to see them as incredibly weak and go for them. Good heavy axe play. Come on, Reavers. The Necrosavant's going to teleport probably onto me. No, he went for that other Reaver. Good. Good distraction. I can't believe you just got in my way. That's a great weapon to fight them, though. Okay. Man, stepping into here is the same as stepping into some sort of terrible concave. And I don't like it. Go for that 60% chance. I think we could take this guy out. Charles has the banner. No attack, though. That dude's got to go. Line shot. Good damage. I'm also a bit torn here because I want to get the kills so that I can get the armor and the gear. Damn, that sucked. Holy crap. There's going to be a lot of that. I think some of these dudes on this flank are going to go down pretty fast. Yeah. Okay, shield wall up in some spots. Glad we managed to do some good damage to this guy before he could get that shield wall active. But you'll see here, we're very quickly losing everyone. Okay. I guess I'm just happy to have Ozymandias in the fight. They're both using adrenaline. That's great for them. That's going to help them to take on this Necro Savant. This is such a scary fight, guys. We can't afford to miss too much more. I'm going to stay here with Blowers one more turn, but Lothar is going to come in here. I feel like we need this triple surround here to deal with this Ancient Honor Guard now that he has a tower shield active. And we're going to try and focus this one with our bill hooks. Man, get him. They missed him every time. Okay, okay, good. His armor's gone. That's huge. And I had no doubt he was going to come here and hit me, especially once I move Lothar. Okay, just let me get the kills. Alright, tag team the Barbarian King in. And I guess I get the sword, but I don't get the experience. If I step on it, I think I get the sword. That's a weird, ambiguous area. We gotta hit these attacks. This one shield bro is holding us back. We'll come in here. What are our odds here? We're missing 36%. Okay, at least we hit the guy in the back. Alright, we got that one. Try and put some damage on the Necro Savant. We're bleeding. Damn, they're all gone. Gotta get rid of these shield boys. I'm gonna go for the damage over trying to snipe a kill. Okay. These guys all using adrenaline to go first. I'm hoping he'll step in on the Necro Savant. Maybe do some big damage. You'll notice its body starts to look more and more damaged as it takes damage. But if it gets a good hit, it starts to bleed you. Okay. Surprised he's not going for the drummer, who's basically defenseless. Come on, y'all. Y'all need to land some hits. Alright, these other Reavers are now in it. If I can kill him... Alright, 9 lives is active. If this lands, we kill him. Alright. Necro Savant no longer a threat lurking in the back lines. That was a big chunk. There we go. When they start to crumble, they go sort of fast. Wouldn't be surprised if the Barbarian King finishes him here. He didn't quite get him. Damn. This is a scary pocket right here. Yeah, we gotta go in. Keep focusing the Reavers, please. Oh, shit. Osbit, no. Man, this time we hit them in the head. That's just bad luck. We gotta rotate him out. None of these guys have rotate yet. Damn. Huh. Now might not be a bad time to drop a dog. He's giving us a better surround. And potentially giving them another target. He can rotate himself out, but he's got to go first to do that. The dog gets the kill. Good job, doggo. Okay, all of that was super helpful. Because it took away potential guys who could hit Osbit. Oh no, that was a bad move. That was not my best move. Come in here. We need to get Gustav out of here, and he rotated me in. For once, I'm not mad. Sometimes that's really annoying when the AI, like, rotates you. Alright, done. Just don't kill Gustav. Please. Fill out Osbit. Don't kill Gustav. Don't kill Gustav. Jesus. Okay. Alright, that was another 95% miss. If anyone's keeping track. But at least we've got strong guys in there now. These other Reavers look like they're going to get killed. Not super happy that the dog jumped in. Wouldn't be surprised to see that guy go down to this dude. We need to step back. We're bleeding, but it's not terrible. Swords are not the best weapons versus these guys. You need armor piercing. So, you know, our slight ineffectiveness in this battle is kind of my own fault. Yeah. And they go down. Killing Frenzy active. One left. As long as they're not my men. He's going back home without an army. He's got one Reaver who might get killed. And one drummer. I thought I might be able to attack after doing that. Of course not, though. Is the dog going to get a second kill? No. Would you not? Oh no, there was another Reaver up there. Okay. You rotated me in. Thanks, bro. Whew. That was a bit of a nail biter. And for our trouble, we got a ton of helmets. None of the armor, though. But there's not much you can do about that. We also got the Crypt Cleaver, which is a big weapon, and 3 war sights, as well as a Kopesh. The helmets are where it's at, though. Those are heavy-duty frontline helmets that we can use. And we gained the heavy-horned plate helmet, which we're going to use for sure. The ancient dead have been slain to the last. As your men and the primitives pick the field, the barbarian king and the elder come to you. The large warrior nods and grunts, and the elder translates. He says you did well, very well, and that he wishes men such as yourself and your company would fight alongside him, but he understands that cannot happen. We live in a maze of many worlds, and in that maze we all shall stay, lost, sometimes hearing one another's shouts, never having enough time to know each other. He says thanks, and he wishes you well. This is one of my favorite written little stories in the entire game. He says you turn to the elder and ask if he got all that from a simple grunt. The elder smiles. A grunt, aye, and a lifelong friendship. Travel well, man of the sword. The elder hands you a horned helmet, The very one you'd seen the Barbarian King himself wearing at times. He says nothing, only hits his chest and points to the sky, and that's all there is. One of the coolest, best written things in the game, in my opinion. My humble opinion. And we're going to give that to Damocles, so that he looks like a monster. Yes. And we're also going to give him the Crypt Cleaver. Let's compare it real quick to your standard longsword. So 65 to 85, they're in the same ballpark. Crypt Cleaver is a bit more vulnerable, but it is considered a cleaver, a two-handed cleaver, not a longsword. So you also get the benefit of causing bleed, but you lose that AoE aspect. So you get the ability to cleave for bleed, and then you get decapitate. And then these war scythes, or pole arms, we'll check those out in a second too. But look how sweet he looks in this full, like, barbarian regalia. Pretty amazing. I kind of want to use the war scythe, but I'm tempted just to make him look like a straight up killer with the hammer. Oh man, if he was a bit stronger, I might give him the man splitter. You know what? Let's make him a hammer bro for now, just for pure aesthetics. And then everyone in the front line is going to be rocking Ancient Honor Guard helmets. They're heavy, but they're solid. 180. They really mess up your vision, but that's not important here. Getting 5 of them is pretty unusual in one battle. I'm gonna go there. I actually can't even use that many, which is crazy. So let's just use the cooler looking ones. This one's making kind of a goofy face with a mustache. Yeah, all cool. And I can sell all of these for a decent profit. Does anyone want to use a Khopesh? Now, a Khopesh, we can compare that most closely to a military cleaver. 35 to 55, so it's just straight better, 10 extra damage. It's got way more effectiveness against armor, and it's a little bit lighter. So, they're pretty comparable. If you get a chance to get an early Khopesh in the game, definitely take it. It's a powerful weapon. The real question now would be, is it like better than an arming sword? And the answer to that is probably just yes. Give it to Sir Eastwood, the Blind. Okay, any other changes? We've got tower shields here. These are 2020s. Compare that to a heater shield. The difference being is that they're heavy, and they also who's got the best fatigue here? That would be Lothar. But they're also less durable. That's the other thing you've got to consider. So we'll switch out kite shields and heater shields depending on what we're fighting. Hate to not use the Crypt Cleaver though. It's a pretty sweet weapon. Let's throw that on Osbit, perhaps. Just for diversity's sake. No reason we can't use some different stuff. Alright. Well, that was fun. And now Damocles looks like a stone cold killer. Alright, the war scythes are the last thing I want to check out. So, probably most accurate to compare them to... let's do this as well. Compare them to a pike in terms of their damage. So 55 to 80 versus 60 to 80, so you're getting less damage. But more of it ignores armor, and more of it is effective versus armor. These are pretty small numbers, though. And it's also considered heavier. But what you're getting is, you get strike versus impale. Let's check that out. So strike is... see exactly what the description is. Has a plus 5% chance to hit. This has a plus 10% chance to hit. I'm looking at the numbers to see like if there's any difference between what ignores armor, and there isn't. So they're almost identical, except it has a smaller percent chance to hit. So it's exactly the same as... I don't know why I didn't realize that Pike and Billhook, of course, have different attacks. This, however, has this unique ability, which is called Reap, that can hit 3 targets. A sweeping strike in a wide arc that hits 3 adjacent tiles in counterclockwise order over some distance. Be careful around your own men. So it's basically like our swing attack, except you can do it 2 tiles away. Pretty damn strong, and I'm going to use it. Everywhere we have a pike, I'm going to replace it with a war scythe. So we only had 2 of those, oddly enough. Let's go ahead and switch up our bill hook placements. Eventually, the play is to get everybody using a bill hook. Repair all this stuff. Okay. And now we can head back. I'm tempted to come over here and kill some Necro Savants. But I think instead, we've found a spot here. Which looks like goblins, based on the banner. And I think we'll go and smash that if we can. Before heading back. I want to make some money because Wolfenfest, was it Wolfenfest or was it Tonderstead? One of those places had really good prices for us. Yeah, just some skirmishers, we can take them. Yeah, only 6 of them. Wow. Okay, you guys are not going to have a good time. I don't even need any of this to hit. I really like these helmet pickups. Before the in-game crisis starts. Just one good upgrade that'll make us a little bit more durable in our first few forays into fighting footmen and the noble houses. Alright, we're closing the distance. They've got nets. They're going to be looking to polearm us. But if they don't move, we're going to get in there next turn. They've got footwork. Pretty universally. Alright, we've tied one down. Yeah, in the net you become more vulnerable. So you want to throw it off of yourself as soon as you can. Not even just for mobility's sake, but so that you don't stay super vulnerable. It's nighttime, of course, so our ranged weaponry is very ineffective. Break free. Let's break him free. Give him a chance to have an action. Let's switch here with Barney. Not quite a one-shot. I was expecting a one-shot. And now that they're fleeing, that's excellent for us. Only one of them isn't completely tied down. We'll step in here. Was kind of thinking this guy might run, but instead he just smashed us. That feels bad. I thought I was making a next level play and this goblin just was like, nope. You pay the troll toll, son. Keep freaking him out. We have another attack here, surprisingly. It's easy to forget that that weapon is very different from something like a longsword. Ah, that would have been nice to hit. So easy fight, but not without its danger. Everyone should be locked down. As much as you can lock down a goblin. Good, stay and fight. And heater shields are, I think, the correct call in this fight. Whenever you know there's no ambushers, you know they're going to be doing the primary amount of their damage is going to be coming from melee attacks. Their bolas don't do that much damage. And we're just whiffing everything. I'm going to step in there. could still footwork his way out of it. That's the crazy thing. Yep. There he goes. Rocks in the way. Can't hit him. Down he goes. Alright. That made that easy. No more messing with him. Worth it? Probably. Some jagged pikes. Some junk. The salt is the most valuable thing there. Let's go down here. I feel like there's definitely some fights here. I call this area of the map the Thunderdome. Because every time I come by, there's just battle site after battle site. I think that was the super tough undead fight. We need a little bit of time to repair. 18 barbarians, though. Yeah, we can crush them. Thralls are just not a threat to us anymore. Get in it. Probably the biggest upgrades for us, besides obviously armor, would be some range 3 or level 3 ranged weapons. War bows and heavy crossbows would do wonders for us. One of our biggest problems that we're experiencing now, where some of these even low tier guys can still hurt us, is that we're just not getting the ability to one-shot them. And that's mostly because of the low damage on our weapons. If that was a heavy crossbow, that dog dies there, for instance. Step in and put the hurt on. Hard to pass up at 70. Perfect. And now with Berserk on most of our brothers, or at least a good portion of them, we are going to become quite deadly. Jesus. Osbit is bloodthirsty, isn't he? That makes this weapon amazing on him. Like, every hit is just going to be like a decapitation. And Damocles is just walking up like, worship me. He looks like he should be their king. He could use some horns, though. You get the horn attachment. The only way to get that, though, is to get the Barbarian King's armor. It's basically the exact same armor, but with an attachment that gives those horns. I had that in my last, my Barbarian run. And it looked awesome. I kept it till, like, the end of the game. It just looked too cool to ever switch. And the guy that used it had a Bardich as a weapon, so he just looked like this horrific executioner walking around the battlefield. It wrecked his fatigue. But whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do for cool points. Made a nice little like hot gate situation here. I don't care about taking a disadvantageous battle against a thrall. Just get that kill. Nobody needs to be flanking me. As long as we don't get stunned, we're okay. Take the high ground, smash. And they want to go home. I don't blame them. We'll jump in here to kind of keep them both at bay. 2 dogs for the price of 1. Sorry, pups. We're going to move up there. Only one guy still wants to fight. Yeah. Now none of them want to fight. Doesn't matter. Come on, just get the... Oh my god, and we missed. Okay, down they go. 4 levels for us. Unless I missed them after the last battle. I don't think I did. Easy fight, though. And let's head over to Wolfenfest. Looks like they might have just got finished beating someone. This is Daniels. Daniels the positive. He's our backup rally boy. I'll take a 3 there. A 3 there. And I'm also going to take a 4 in resolve. I did mean it about making him better at using rally in case we ever needed it. And here we have the opportunity to lock him into some sort of weaponry. By that I mean giving him some sort of mastery. But I'm not 100% sure what to give him yet. I don't have some sort of unique weapon that would be amazing. I could go for something like Adrenaline. I could go for Steel Brow. It's never bad. Shield Expert would be great. He's got the high melee skill of a two-hander, as well as the great hit points of a two-hander. And I didn't do anything to make it so that he could not be a two-hander, because I felt like he might end up becoming one at some point. His biggest drawback is that his natural defensive stats, which is why I took the shield off him just to see what they are, 13 and 4 is very poor when you consider that Ozymandias is 38 and 12. And of course there's a level difference there, but it's not accounting for that much. Like he's 31 and 13. Ozbit's a little low for that kind of work, but he's still doing okay. So now what I'm looking at is there yet another perk that I could give him that allows me to delay the decision one more turn. And I think there is. So what I would do now is go Steel Brow. And then next level, when I get my last 2 perks, if at that point I want him to be a Shield Bro, I just go Shield Expert and then pick a Mastery and start trying to find him a great weapon. Or I go for Reach Advantage and then perhaps Underdog. Something like that. Underdog might just be better than Steel Brow. Now that I say that. I would rather just not get hit. You know what? Let's just grab Underdog. That's another great hedge. That'll be good no matter what I pick. And then here we have Lothar. Let's give him Berserk. Happy to finally get a good roll in melee skill for him. His defensive stats are amazing. And his fatigue is awesome too. And then Barney here. We haven't committed him to either Battleforged or Nimble. But he's Paranoid. So yeah, he's actually Battleforged 100%. Paranoid wrecks his initiative, which means he's never going to be good at a dodge Nimble build. I see a chance for some decent rolls here. I'll take him. And then Ozymandias. Take that. Take that. And take that, perhaps. Yep, I like it. Definitely want to get his range defense a bit higher if we can. That's one of his kind of glaring weaknesses, but you can't be good at everything in Battle Brothers. It's just not a thing. Unless you cheat. Unless you use some mods or something and cheat. But otherwise, nope. You can't have a perfectly all-around amazingly powerful brother. Doesn't exist. Sir Magnus here, Ivar, and then Thorbin the Old Guard are all probably great options. But I think we're doing okay with our current group. I'm not even hating our ugly bro all that much. I do need some tools though, so I'm going to buy several. Food-wise, I'm doing okay. I'm going to go back to the other city, because they had a lot of contracts for us, and they had even better prices to buy and sell. And this place has really terrible prices to buy, which is unfortunate. It would be great to grab some like lamellar harnesses, or at least one here, or a reinforced mill hauberk, something like that. A Saleh helmet would probably be a really high priority pickup for me. I would grab one of those, I think 100%. Probably over even a lot of this other stuff. A Saleh helmet is a top tier upgrade. It's the upgrade that I want for my archers. Yeah, this place has great stuff, and I could sell and buy some of it, but let's go for better prices at the next town up. I don't think there was anything amazing in here that I just kind of glossed over. No. And there were a lot of contracts in Tonderstead, so let's go get them. Oh, we need to return all the way to Saddleburg. That kind of sucks. They have a Beastmaster and an Unhold. An armored Unhold, so that's a big boy. We can take this fight. I know we can. Let's do it. I know we can take this fight. It'll be our first Beastmaster kill of the run. Our big advantage here is just our numbers. So one of the things you want to try and do, if you can, is kill the Beastmaster. If you kill the Beastmaster, the Unhold runs wild and will start attacking his own friends. I'm not going to focus the Unhold until the Reavers go down. Alright, his armor is gone. I forgot to give him his shield back. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. And we're missing a lot of these attacks. Okay. You're just going to have to dual wield. I could step in front and shield wall. Don't know where that Beastmaster is. They hide so far in the back that you really just can't get to them. Which is kind of lame. I'm going to move in here. I don't want to get hit by that javelin. Let's double shield wall. They could try and use their hammers to break this shield, and they would almost certainly be successful. We'll rotate everyone a little bit in the other direction. I don't want to move any closer to that Unhold than I need to. That doesn't benefit me at all. Let's let them come to me. Okay, and they get the stun there. The javelin goes towards my tower shield. Wouldn't be surprised to see it break. Wow, we got lucky. Okay. And Ozymandias can solo and Unhold. Wow, almost soloed him. That's great. Wait here. Take a 45 and probably kill him. Damn. Okay. Hubris and all that. Go for a solid surround. Into a shot to the chest. Nope. Good hit. Decapitation landed. I'm not dead yet. And I'm going to keep, like, rotating to the top here, away from the Unhold. I want to prolong that engagement as much as I can. This guy, man, this guy should be super dead. Hopefully he doesn't step in and hit me this turn. Okay, Javelin went onto my heater shield. Block it up, buddy. And we still can't see the Beastmaster. Two more attacks whiffed. Okay. Alright. I accept it. In my heart of hearts. I accept it. There's the Beastmaster. With his whip. And like ritualistic bone armor. We'll go see if we can't get that guy. Everyone else needs to start rotating south. Alright, the head armor for the Unhold is gone. That's not replaceable. You don't just get that back. Daniels, without a shield, has really high initiative. So he should be able to go before the Reaver. I'm okay to step in there. And with an arming sword, he has a great chance to hit. I could step all the way in on this guy, but it's going to be his turn next. And because he doesn't have any more throwing weapons, he either has to sit still or come get me. No, he got to go first. He was still faster than me. Down he goes. Alright, he's got a whip. So we need to be aware of that. Whip can hit you from range. And it is in fact time to start moving down. He's going to heal, but his chances of hitting me are really low. And sadly, this always ends up happening for me. Like, as soon as I get onto the Beastmaster and I'm going to have the ability to rampage the Unhold, it's just too late. Like, I've already probably killed everybody. And he's not going to rampage. He wants to run, though. That's great for me. If I can tie him down. This was still a pretty dangerous fight, all things considered. You can't ever underestimate Reavers with big Warhammers. They could have easily stepped in, hit a guy, stepped in, hit the same guy, and killed him. He disarmed Osbit. Glad I sent an extra guy up here. We're going to have to punch him in the face. Get in there. We're closing in. Get punched. Alright. Not often you get to punch people. Down he goes. He's freaking out. He wants to run. So he's going to be able to heal no matter what. But yeah, that was... Best thing about Unhold is when they lose their motivation. And just chop them down. Just don't get some lucky hits here. Okay, he got 2 lucky hits. Down goes the Beastmaster. We don't get the whip. Come on now. I would have happily used a whip on somebody. A little extra damage here. Make it so that there's a high likelihood we just kill him this turn. Unhold hides. Nice to get. Decapitation to finish it off. And we nail it. And with that, 3 more levels. And even more good loot for us to get. Beastmaster's headpiece is a decent, like, crossbow helmet. But that's it. I really wish they would take the -1 vision away and make it just a really awesome archer helmet. Because the way this stands, there's no incentive to hunt them down at all. They just kind of suck. They don't drop anything but their whip. And their whip isn't even a high-quality whip. You can get a battle whip from a weaponsmith that's even better than that. So, yeah, I wish they made it more of an incentive to fight those guys. If they had, like, just the best archer helmets in the game, you would have a reason to hunt them down, and it would be pretty sweet. Okay, prices here, I can already tell, are still amazing. Yes, so 1,200 crowns is what we're working with right now. This is one of my favorite things to do. Just get rich. Sell off that. Probably going to sell off at least one of those. Sell off a... probably... Man, I can get rid of almost all of these, I think. Yeah, I can just get rid of all of those. Man, this helmet's so cool, it's just not that good. Get rid of one of these. Anything else? Like, I'm keeping a lot of stuff I don't really need. I'm going to get rid of this one. See, these need to be repaired in order to be as valuable as they can be. I don't need that dagger. I'm maxed out on daggers. The only thing about this is that it's light. So that would be an upgrade there. This would be 130. Like, okay. I mean, that's cool and everything. It looks cool. It's just, I don't know how much, how actually effective it is. Need to give that there. Remember to do that. Even though we could very easily just go Daniels. Go for another two-hander. But I really like the synergy of having 4 guys to cover our back line with shields. Flowers here. 3. 3. And I guess I'll just take this 5 and resolve. And then what do we go for him? Do we just grab Killing Frenzy? I think so. He's already got rotation. Yeah, just give him Killing Frenzy. And then here, we've got Berserk. We've got Battleforge. I feel like there was something I wanted to get on Osbit that he doesn't have. Let's just grab... He's going to be using two-handed weapons. Another 3. Happy to see that 3 there. And a big 4 in fatigue is very welcome. Does this wreck his fatigue? It doesn't. So he just kind of has naturally low fatigue. We've already got Brawny on him, so there's not much we can do about that. We can go for reach advantage. Much better with a sweeping weapon, like a hammer. You know what we could do? We could plan on giving Osbit... No, maybe we should do that with Damocles here. Giving him the unique cleaver from the Icy Cave. And if that's the case, then maybe we want to give Osbit the hammer. Or a hammer. I don't want to lock him into a weapon yet. I think that's probably the last thing you should do. So, feeling that way, I think we're just going to go ahead and give him reach advantage. As a way also to boost his defensive stats in combat. And then Dwinbor Ulferson. Man, you ugly SOB. Let's see what his levels do for him. Not bad. I'm having to pump both at the same time. I don't want to stop with melee skill until I at least get to 60. But I need his range skill to get into the 70s for sure. And since his range skill is outpacing his melee skill, I was thinking I'd make him a Polearm Master, but he may end up being just a crossbow user as well. So here, he's already got quick hands. Let's go ahead and give him rotation so he joins the rest of the crew in having that ability. And I think, honestly, our weapons are good enough now that I'm not even valuing the Boar Spears that much. And I think we can get rid of one of our long swords. Kettle Hat we can toss. Keeping a few extra stuff around. We really don't have to. I don't have to keep this many shields as well. And black paint. I've been meaning to use that. Come over here and paint up this helmet. Boom. Alright, now we look mean. Could have saved that for something cooler, but whatever. Black paint. Or you could just sell it. You can't paint armor, so you can't get the full like effect going. But we still look cool. So now we gotta go all the way back to Saddleburg. And we're gonna get paid 3,200 for that. But they've got an armor and a weaponsmith. So maybe we'll be able to buy something amazing with all the loot we have. Remember, our ambition is to get to 7,500 crowns, so if we don't spend it right away, it'll take a chunk of it and use it to get us a bigger wagon, which we want, but we're not actually using it yet. Once we start like doing long expeditions into the wilds, which will come if we go long enough on this campaign, that's when it really matters that your cart or your wagon is as big as possible. Right now, our space is 90. I think it gives us something like 17, perhaps. I forget off the top of my head. But it's significant. It's a lot. Alright. Any amazing recruits that I can't live without. Another hunter, once again, to make me regret ever hiring a beast slayer. Some big bad weapons in here. Some really solid upgrades. I mean, we could pick up a warhammer. I love that as a weapon. I see the Bardich, but I think we're kind of beyond that now. If I was going to go for upgrades, I would probably grab this two-handed hammer and a great axe. And then call our two-handed weapon sitch pretty nailed down. Yeah. I think at some point Daniels will be a two-hander. So I'm kind of planning my purchases around that. So Warhammer, or two-handed hammer would replace this cleaver. Whenever we get the unique cleaver, I'm going to give that to Damocles. The great sword will stay on Ozymandias because he is a sword master. And then Daniels here would get the great axe here. And it's crazy. We have so much gold we could just buy all that. And I could even sell some of this stuff like the man splitter. Get rid of the long sword. Sell this, sell an arming sword. I mean, I could get up to 10k easily right now. And it's sad because there's not really any great armor here for us to grab. Best armor purchase would be a lamellar harness. Once again, it's us skipping past some tiers. We're even skipping past the reinforced mail hauberk. Going straight for that. Probably would give it to... Osbit's stuff is wrecked. I would give it to Lothar. Osbit's just doesn't have the fatigue he needs. Yeah, I'm debating on buying that. It's not a bad pickup. It's also usually the heaviest armor I ever give to an archer, even if that archer has Battle Forged. Yeah, I'm debating, guys. I don't really like any of these options all that much. If I'm being fair. There's some decent frontliner helmets. Nasal helmet with closed mail. This weighs 13, this weighs 16, but it's got 60 more durability. That's a 200. So this is just way better than what we're currently wearing. Could pick these up. We've got some armor that's decent, but it doesn't have any type of upgrade. This reinforced mail hauberk. We should definitely give it something. I'll grab that. And you know what? Let's get this lamellar harness. Yeah, we'll just stick metal plates on it. I think that's fine. Give that here. Boom. And you can barely even see them. You can see them in the little portrait up top. Then we'll switch this out. Who's got the next best fatigue? That's the best question. That's still a 280, just way better. Always prioritizing frontliners. And then that frees up another basic mail, which will go there. And we can sell off one of these worn mail shirts. So that was a lot of crowns for us to spend. But I still think it was a solid upgrade. I stand by that choice. I think that was a fine series of purchases. And we're really just prepping for the time when our front line needs to stand toe-to-toe with footmen and billmen. Our two weak links right now are going to be Blowers and Sir Eastwood. Their armor is just not amazing, especially Blowers. I feel really bad that he's still in a mail shirt without any kind of augment or anything like that. At least if we had like some direwolf pelts or something on them, I'd feel much better about it. But we're looking pretty uniformly strong. Let's see what this contract is. Dragon sea monsters? No, I don't really want to do this. No, I don't want to do that at all. And finally, war is upon us. That's going to be the title of today's episode, no doubt. You enter Saddleburg and find a group of laymen standing around a wooden platform. Thinking there's a hanging to be seen, you quickly push through the crowd. What you find instead is a queerly dressed man barking out news to the townsfolk. Hearken, hearken. A determination has been made between the noble houses, Ravenholt and Cattleborn. They have come to a conclusion all sides can agree upon. They hate one another. Nervous whispers wrinkle the crowd as the volume builds. The whispers crescendo into hushes. The minstrel continues. That is right, my fair folk. War is upon us. Ah, yes, that fickle beast which lies dormant in all men. A sad affair, a righteous affair, an honorable one. An old man standing in front of you grumbles and spits. He leaves, shaking his head and murmuring to himself. The minstrel presses on, his excitement not matching the terrified faces before him. Let us not dawdle on ceremony. I've been instructed to speak thusly. Men, take up arms where you can, plow the fields where you can't. Women, raise your sons right, lest they may raise a sword all wrong. Finally, the minstrel takes a great big breath, and among those of you, a little bit of typos here and there, of you who wish to earn a good crown or two, the noble houses are looking for the fine services of any man who can swing a sword. Those among you of lesser honor, you bridle loosers, bride stealers, leech sellers, smell smocks, ne'er-do-wells, vice-obsessed and run-amok, brigands, bandits, and thieving graduates, you sickly and poison-moistened, the cursed and rabid, you cured and vapid, sellswords and poets selling words. This, my fine genteel men, is your time. Go out there, fight for the nobles, and earn yourself a new life. A shame that a war shan't last forever, so best do it quick. It looks as though the Lightborn Legion's future just got brighter, on account of the loads of gold you're about to be earning. War is upon us. It truly is. Guys, this is going to be the end of today's episode. War is upon us. I'm happy. I'm actually happy. We can finally start to do some big things, take on some excellent fights, to start getting loot in the right direction. Oh my god, we can buy a warbow. Do I get a warbow? I think I do. We'll have a chance to get heavy crossbows in the battle to come. Or battles to come. If I sell like all of these weapons, basically, I can afford a warbow and not go broke instantly. That's a really cheap warbow though. Under 4K is when you want to buy them. Dang. Yeah, I think I actually can do it. I may even sell this as well. Go up to that 1,000 mark. Yep, warbow. Warbow achieved. And we're going to put that on... Is he still injured? He's not. Yeah, that's going to be Jacob's. Congratulations, Jacob. You graduated to a warbow, and then of course we can turn around and sell that as well for another 100. It gives me 3 days on the road. We're stocked on supplies. The world is our oyster, and we are going to go to war. Probably just going to hope to walk this path and find some dudes I can raid. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.